There's actually no need for me to step out of door today, but something is making me to step out of door today. As you can see, the pot is cooking and the steam is rising. You can see you don't need to be told what is going on around. But I want to say something. That I don't want to come here and rant about the bush without actions. I don't believe in that. My emotions overwhelms me. Can you believe? Are you serious? Can you believe what is going on? That Igbo of all races, of all nations, is being toyed with. The destiny, the future of the Igbos is being taken, is being dragged in the mud. What a shame. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the Igbos. The Igbo man is being tossed around like a plaything. The Igbo, what transpired in 1967, I mean prior to 1967, to 1967 to 1970, is playing out before our own eyes in broad daylight. Total war. I'm talking about war. War of aggression has been declared on us. What you are looking out now, what you are looking at, what is playing before us is prevalent with a murderous system. Can't you see? Open your eyes and look within and tell me if you are satisfied with what is going on, even though our people, the Igbo people, are celebrating what is going on. The youth man and woman being felled by bullets from irate soldiers who actually, by way of definition, are not soldiers. They are a bunch of primitive, savage, how do I put it? Primitive, savage, and sadistic elements who are putting on exactly what I'm putting. Look at my name here, okay? If you want to see. So this is not fake. You better think twice. Of all my years in the military, listen carefully. Of all my years and my expertise knowledge in soldierization, I am yet to come to terms of what is playing out on my people. That a soldier, a professional soldier, aims weapons on his people. You aim weapon on civilians who are just chanting in the street. You lie about it, and everything is so obvious. It's so outstanding. Nothing is hidden. Oh gosh. I don't know what to say. I am short of words. I've been crying. I've been so traumatized. For some days now, I've been sleepless all night. This is arrant nonsense. And what are we doing about this? I've had our people all along ranting, don't push our back to the wall. What are you waiting on? You want your back to be pushed to the walls of Jericho before you know your back is against the wall? Oh man, oh man, oh man. How about this? They say there's no reasonable Igbo man. A reasonable Igbo man will not support the call for freedom. A reasonable Igbo man is the one who says, let's move on. Move on in the midst of this carnage, in the midst of this pillage, in the midst of this subjugation. A reasonable Igbo man so brazenly daring you, what can you do? Permit me to use the word abominable, abomination, that a sitting head of state orders, makes pronouncement that he has asked his security agents, after he has overstayed his time overseas, comes back taking a position that he no longer qualifies for, that he never ever qualified for. Sits on the seat, makes pronouncement that he has ordered his security agents. And I don't know what they mean by security. At the Bakassi Peninsula, the Cameroonians tampered with this territorial integrity of the so-called country. I didn't see any actions or the one piece, but the Cameroonians killed hundreds of our people, and and the people in charge or in control of the security agents looked the other way. And somebody said, we need to be on our own. Nothing is working. The center cannot hold. So eventually things has to fall apart. Basically, nobody has ever fired a slingshot. Even if they do, even if they did, that a soldier a professional soldier goes to a civilian enclave in his own country, of all things, in his own country, aims and fires at people, killing them, felling them with greatest grudge against a certain sect, against a certain section, perceived as enemies. This is a war of aggression. Remember what happened in 1967, precisely, so to say, that a group of people came all the way from northern Nigeria with all their military armament, came all the way with all they had, came all the way to the east and fired the first shots. Now the first shot had been fired again, and our people are dying. And surprisingly, people who we look up to protect us. Remember, my people, my governor is telling you you are unreasonable. Somebody is making pronouncement that an apparent and obvious breach of laws of war, breach of the Geneva Convention Charter is okay. And in the heat of all this, somebody is campaigning for an election. Somebody wants to be voted again for. Somebody is campaigning, and his people are dying, and his people are crying. The mighty hands of the oppressor is heavy upon his own people. He goes, he connives, he collaborates with the enemies of people who are killing his people every now and then. At intervals, they come and descend heavily on the youth of Igbo. Let me put it that way. I don't want to use the word Biafra. If it's not Ogoni today, it's Okerenkoko the next day. If not Okerenkoko, it's Odi the other day. Pillaging, subjugating, ravaging, torturing at will with utmost sadism. And you say you are military. Is this a movie? Is this for real? Do we have men with balls in Igbo land? How much longer do we have to bear this burden on our shoulders? How many more of us will have to die? How many more of us will have to be tortured in the roads of noon? Military? Nobody has ever fired a shot. and somebody is happy. One of them went on Facebook to brag and boast about it, thanking his killer general for sending him to the east to kill all the people. And this is playing out point blank in our faces, and we are doing nothing about it. Instead, we are running around aimlessly, helplessly, calling for the world to see what is happening, calling for the United Nations to see what is happening. What do you think they don't see? The United Nations ain't gonna come for you. Remember the saying, the United Nations is a corporate body. They scramble for positions, they get paid, they live good at your killing or dying cry. They ain't gonna do nothing, they ain't gonna do nothing. The world body, they ain't gonna do nothing. Heaven, like they say, helps those who help themselves. Look, I have seen all this ranting, all this grammatical jargons, all this PhD English grammar, all this Oxford English grammar, or Oxford, whatever it is, that ain't gonna do nothing for you. If you don't do nothing, nothing comes your way. For every man has a right to decide his own destiny. So it's up to you. You know, when you're here, nobody tells you you are there. And when you're there, nobody tells you you are here. Until you don't have to. The United Nations, the United World Body, whatever it is, don't have to come in. They are on the side, always on the side of the winning.